So what happens when you get water inside your ears? Water in your ears can cause a plugged up sensation which makes sounds appear muffled. You may experience ear pain, loss of hearing, or coordination or balance, or even a runny nose or sore throat. Most commonly, this water can stay in your ears for a couple hours up to a couple days, depending on the person and the anatomy of their ear as well as how much earwax they produce. It also depends on the water activity and the intensity of it, causing the water to get into your ear in the first place. So how does water get into your ear in the first place? Well, once you get water in your ears from maybe swimming, diving, playing a sport in the water, whatever that may be, it can actually stay in your ear due to an occlusion such as earwax or a foreign object in your ear, as well as maybe a narrow ear canal. For the narrow ear canal, kind of think of it like water tension. If you have mesh and you put water on top of it, even though there's a small gap inside of that mesh, the water might not fall through. Or if you overflow a glass and you fill the water slightly above that line, it doesn't actually pour out over the edge and you can actually see it kind of form on top. But don't worry, because in most cases this water can flush out naturally, but if it doesn't, you may get something called swimmer's ear. The most common way to do this without actually getting some sort of help is by simply tilting your head, jumping up and down, and trying to move that water out with sort of gravity and some motion and some force. So where does the water actually go when it's in your ear? Let's look at the anatomy of the ear to find out. Now, I really like this picture here. You can see where the water goes in the anatomy of the ear. You can see that it heads into the auditory canal, which is where the water would pretty much get stuck. Your ear canal is also known as the external acoustic meatus, and it pushes up against the tympanic membrane. Now, the water itself is stuck in the outer ear and pushes up against the tympanic membrane, or the eardrum, which is the beginning of the middle ear. Now, if you don't want to tilt your head and jump up and down and let gravity do the work, there are a couple other options that you can use to try and get this water out of your ear. First, you can simply sleep on the side that you think the water is in. If your right ear is filled with water and you sleep on your right side, eventually gravity might do the work without the force of you jumping up and down if that gives you a headache or you find some other nausea or motion sensitivity. Otherwise, you can try and heat up that water. If you want to take a blow dryer at the lowest setting possible so it doesn't hurt or damage your ear from either the heat or the noise, you can try and blow out that water or heat it up enough where it evaporates and it just kind of doesn't bother your ear anymore, because it's obviously a very small amount with the opening to your ear being as small as it is. You can try over-the-counter drying drops. These might work for some people and not for others, but again, it's totally up to you. Personally, I like tilting my head, jumping up and down, maybe shaking my leg at the same time. I feel like it works best for me, but whatever works best for you, keep doing that. If you want to try something else, you can obviously ask your doctor. Maybe if it's been a long-term thing or it happens a lot, you might need to get some earwax removed. It might be another foreign object inside of that ear. But other than that, hopefully you all did learn something new and did enjoy. If you did, drop a like in the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.